It's fine, we're back. Sorry to leave you on that cliffhanger. I'm Rob. I got an Iffy.
And
Just hurry up already!
And we have a George.
Hi.
Right, anyway.
Remember what this witness Dahlia Hawthorne said about her goal?
She said that her goal was to kill Maya Fey.
Yes, that's right. But if Maya channeled the spirit of someone who was trying to kill her,
Well, Gramps, what would happen?
could it be?
It looks like you finally understand, Your Honor. But, well, I don't. What are you going on about? The reason... what I'm going on about is the reason Maya channeled you. And there's only one reason. To protect herself from you. To protect herself? From me? Yes. On the night of the crime, you were only interested in one thing. Killing Maya Fey. The path to the inner temple was closed off and there was nowhere for her to run. So then the problem became, where would be the safest place to hide? Gah! You mean, that's when she channeled me? All along you thought you had been channeled by pearls, that's why it never occurred to you. That Maya's hiding place was you! No. Don't say that! You're saying that I was played for a fool by that little whelp? Maya Fey killed herself, isn't it obvious? Objection! Sorry, but no. It would have been impossible for her to jump into Eagle River. This was the only avenue of escape open to Maya. The only way that Maya could disappear from the inner temple. I don't believe you. A stupid little girl like that who has never been out into the real world. She could never have come up with a plan like that. Who could have ever given her such a brilliant idea? Well... Oh. Me, of course.
Gumshoe.
But... Mia Fey. Fuck, I forgot the voice for this one. Jesus.
This thing's really weird.
Tracer, or whatever the fucking name from Overwatch, was the last thing Matt gave him.
It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
I got all the face sound different. Oh shit. So it's true. It was you.
Yes.
Here's something else.
But what are you doing here? That hair. It's pearls, right? Tell me something, Dahlia. I want you to think back to that night one more time. You had just cornered Maya in the Inner Temple's garden, and then, in the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness. I was stabbed by Maya Fey. Actually, Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you.
She did?
Not terribly surprising since she was about to get killed and all.
When she woke up, she was in the training hall. That's when Maya decided she needed help. So she channeled me. She explained in a memo the situation she was in. She asked me what I thought she should do. She did that? I can't believe it. Of course I didn't have all the details, but one thing was perfectly clear.
And that was?
I knew that you couldn't be allowed to wander free. Free? What do you mean? It was a race against time, so I wrote down two things that Maya had to do. Channel Dahlia Hawthorne as soon as possible, and lock herself in the sacred cavern until help arrived. It was Maya who put that lock on there.
Yes, but why did you order her to do these two things?
If she hadn't done it, Dahlia Hawthorne would have been channeled by someone else. By one Pearl Fey. Pearls? Yes, Pearl didn't properly understand the plan, but all she was trying to do was follow her mother, Morgan Fey's instructions. If she had succeeded in channeling Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit, things would have turned out very badly, to put it mildly.
That's how it was. God, he looks so much like he's fucking smoking. It's kind of weird.
Well, to be fair, in his original design, he was meant to be drinking booze and smoke.
Really Heartstone would have used the body of Pearl Faye to kill Maya at all costs.
Yes, it certainly sounds like that was the intent all along.
How dare you! I won't forget this! Why not just admit it, Dahlia Hawthorne? Your little plan was nothing but a big failure! Yes, another failure to add to the pile of shame, wouldn't you say? What do you mean by another? Think about it, Dahlia. Remember all your past crimes. Not a single one of them was a success. They all ended in failure. What? How dare you? 11 years ago? The fake kidnapping. Your very first crime. You got your hands on a $2 million diamond, but... after Terry Falls escaped and went to meet with Valerie Hawthorne, the truth was exposed. Shut your mouth! That wasn't my fault. It was because of that stupid oath of a prisoner and that weakling of a policewoman. And then, 1 year later, you tried to kill me. Well, I'm still alive, but... you wound up killing someone else. As a result, you were sentenced to death. It's one stupid move after another for you, but it's no longer funny. You, wipe that smug, happy-go-lucky smile off your face! And now this! You've messed up again! You let Maya Fey escape, even though she was right there in front of you! Mia Fey! Mia Fey! Mia Fey! Mia Fey! You spinster! I was supposed to kill Maya Fey like I swore I would. And if only you had gotten this spiky-haired jerk the guilty verdict, I wouldn't have been hanged to death. True. But I think you finally understand, Dahlia Hawthorne. You will never defeat me. What? What did you say? Whether you're alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you will never defeat me. As long as I'm around, you're destined to lose for all of eternity. Loser!
You were good, kid, but I was better.
I remember what you said early in that trial. You said there was no way we could punish you, because you were already dead. What about it? Then you said, even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. That's very true, Dahlia. And that's exactly the punishment you'll never be able to escape from. For all of eternity, you'll have to remain as Dahlia Hawthorne, a miserable, pathetic, weak creature who can never win at anything. And for you, there is no escape from that. No hope of freedom. Since the day you were executed, the narrow bridge that once stretched out in front of you has burnt to a crisp. You're wrong. It can't be. How could I lose to the likes of you? It no longer matters. I don't care whether you win or lose anymore. The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now! I can't hold that.
Explosion!
Let's see if I can't manage this.
I'm not ready. Not ready to go.
Usha's ready to go.
And then playing John how Rob killed his throat. No, she's dead.
Hmm.
Well, bailiff.
Jesus Christ.
So, now then,
That
that happened.
It was on the street.
You're the real Iris.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, I was just rescued from the sacred cavern.
I must say, you and your twin sister are indeed, identical from what I can see.
So twins work, jackass.
Oh, sorry. In any case, it appears that everything has been finally cleared up. Mr. Godot, what happened to Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, me, Your Honor. Looks like she went back to hell from where she came.
We use heck here, but okay.
HE double hockey sticks.
It seems that Misty Faye wasn't the only victim of this crime. Maya Faye, as well, was the young Pearl Faye. We're also close victims of this wicked and selfish plan.
Yes, Your Honor.
The tragedy of Medium Valley has finally come to an end, it seems.
Has it?
No?
No.
Just wanted to give you hope, you know? Whatever. It would be best for everyone if no further attempt was made to channel that spirit again.
Oh, no shit, Sherlock.
Yes, bad juju.
check in the
Your
bird.
Honor,
Yes, what is it?
about this whole spirit beating thing. It's almost weird how comfortable you seem to be with the concept now.
Well, to be frank, my young brother was quite judgmental. He often criticized me for not studying hard enough. That's why I made a concerted effort to come to study up on the Korean channeling technique.
Hey, isn't that the New Year's issue of Occult?
Pass. It seems quite a few things in my many years are on the bench. And in that time, I finally learned this one thing. Each case is different and takes place on its own world, if you will. In order to fully understand that world, first we have to immerse ourselves in it completely. And that's where my brother and I used to differ.
Huh. Never thought of it that way.
Whack! Okay, I wanted to do that. At any rate, it's time to pass judgment in the case of Iris of Harrod's. Yeah, okay. I tried.
You're a little too fast with that gap, Your Honor.
Apparently shows Godot's taking the wheel.
Would you like to be the judge? Alright then. What do you
Alright,
mean,
cool.
This trial, it isn't over yet. That's what he means. What?
Try it. Remember what Miss Evil Spirit said in her testimony?
Huh? Dahlia's testimony?
I caught up with her in the front of the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and... It's strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that. I think I was stabbed.
Step through the heart. No, I'm dead.
Just as Dahlia Hawthorne was about to attack Maya, she was stabbed and killed by someone.
Yes, that's right.
The person that was ultimately killed was the spirit medium that channeled Dahlia. At least the name, no. Misty Faye. She dead. But who killed her? We still don't know who did it.
But this isn't over?
And someone else that sound guilty The accused is still on trial. You can't let her walk until there is evidence that proves her innocence.
No way.
But this court isn't prepared for any further testimony.
The prosecution is ready to call our final witness.
Final witness?
This one will clear up the whole mystery. Mystery of who killed the Misty Fate.
Indeed.
Is it really all right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Of course it's alright, Madam Attorney.
Very well then. Who is this final witness?
Ha! Isn't it obvious?
No.
There's one person who saw this whole event and will put the final dagger in this case.
Someone who saw the murder take place?
The very person who saw her murder killed in front of her own eyes.
You mean Maya? You can't! She can't testify after what she's just been through.
Yeah.
We need to find the truth, but I just realized something. Can a double jeopardy be brought into this?
How so?
Because Dahlia was Maya, but Maya was Dahlia, and she was accused of. No, never mind. It's not.
Maya's not being tried for a crime she's already been found innocent of.
Yeah. The prosecution calls Maya Fey to the witness stand.
Whack. Very well. I'll roll with it. But first, let's take a brief recess.
Yeah, I want to go down the slide.
We'll have to wait for Miss Fay to recover before summoning her. Once we receive the doctor's permission, we'll proceed with the trial.
Hey, Trite. I got something to say to you, so listen up.
Says judge is calling a recess because she needs to take a massive shit after what I just fucking saw go on in that courtroom. With Demon Dahlia. What?
I read the line.
George wasn't answering.
Oh.
Yeah, we're letting you bask in the state you just fucking said.
Jesus. What is it?
I don't think much of you as a lawyer.
Not surprising.
It's always the same with you. You somehow manage to just squeak by without even a faint understanding of the case. Squawk. Some beautiful women always seem to come dashing in at the last minute to save you.
Yeah, you've got some nerve.
But it's not going to happen this time. This time, you're going to have to do this by yourself, bitch.
Whack! That's enough. This court is now in recess. You can all go home.
Recess, not dismissed.
No, you can all go home.
I'm truly sorry about everything. You were working so hard to defend me, but I was missing all day, and we didn't even have a chance to talk.
She's right. When I met Iris at the training hall yesterday, they had already switched places, and Iris was inside the sacred cavern.
I wanted to at least be in the defense's box today to root you on.
Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you, why did you help your sister out as much as you did?
Huh?
If you had tried to get help at the sacred cavern yesterday, you wouldn't have spent an entire day locked up in there.
My sister, I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by her mother and never got any love from her father either.
Yes, but it was the same for you, too, wasn't it?
Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. If only Dahlia had come with me to Hazakura Temple. I always loved her. Dahlia was always so smart, so strong. She never complained about a thing. That's why why I promised her that I would help her.
Are you talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago?
Yes, I wanted to be useful to her in some way. But as usual, I was too cowardly. At the last minute, I ran away. Because of that, Dahlia's half-sister, Valerie, ended up...
Dead.
Unalived.
That was the case that wounded Mia so badly.
But things didn't end there, of course. Some people suspected that my sister was involved with the murder.
Some people? You must mean?
Yeah. 2 defense lawyers. Mia Fey and Diego Armando. After poisoning Mr. Armando, who was getting too close to learning the truth, Dahlia even tried to kill the person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. You.
That's right. Iris, there's one more thing that I have to ask you.
Yes? What is it?
On the night of the murder, the person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim, at least in him, was it really you?
Yes, it was me. That night, after I rang out the lights out bell, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I received a call on my cell phone. There's a problem. Come to the Inner Temple right away. I got on the snowmobile and headed for the Inner Temple, but...
The path to the Inner Temple was cut off, right?
Exactly. We can't just leave the body here. Alright, let's do this as you said.
Whee!
It was me. I was the one that received her body. The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed too much. The staff that Mystic Elise always held.
I knew it. So the actual murder weapon was the staff.
Yes, that's right. I brought the body back to Hazakura Temple on the snowmobile.
But why? Why did you alter the body?
I didn't want anyone to know that the staff would be the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that would lead back to Misty Faye. So I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with a shito.
Shito. Shito. God damn it. Now I can't say it.
Shisho.
The shit sword.
I wiped the blood off the staff's blade and let it get into her next door on the ground.
Iris, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone. The real killer.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Can't do it. I can't say who did it.
I see. Bailiff. Alright, George.
Defendant,
Yes?
the judge is calling you. He wants to see you in his chambers. He has some questions about Dahlia Hawthorne.
Alright. Well then. Yeah, I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell you later.
Oh, okay. Something she wants to tell me?
Ooh.
Lickety switch wants that Phoenix booty.
So it's true. Iris cooperated with the real killer. Maybe even from the very beginning.
Phoenix!
Mia! How is Maya?
Physically, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this case.
I see. You don't mean she's learned who Elise and him really was?
Yes, I went to the medical office and talked with her. I told her everything I knew.
But why?
Maya's stronger than you think. I knew she could take it. All of it.
What do you mean by that?
I want you to figure out that answer out by yourself. The trial is about to restart. The real killer. Do you know who it is yet?
Iris wouldn't tell me who called her, but still. I think that just maybe I know who it was. That night, the victim was killed in the garden in the Inner Temple. And the criminal wasn't just there by accident. Which means that the killer knew of Dahlia's plan from the very beginning. And one more thing. The victim was moved to Hazakura Temple's side by pendulum. In other words, the criminal couldn't cross the bridge. That means they were stuck on the inner temple side for almost an entire day. Exactly. So the criminal was someone that wasn't in Hazakura Temple the following day. That's as much help as I can give you. The rest of the battle is yours to win, or lose. Okay, I've got it. Thank you, Mia. Finally! It's almost time to bring this case to an end. What exactly did Maya see, anyway? And who was it that actually killed Missy Faye? Whoever it was, I have to prove it. Me. All by myself.
And we'll see you guys next time on Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations.